The reason I would like to tell my story is that my father died 10 years ago and it devastated our family. We are no longer a close family, and my hope is that by sharing memories of Dad, it may be a point of bringing our family together. We were not ready to lose Dad, but who is? What I learned is that I always considered myself a strong person, but when Dad died it was like I had been stripped bare. I had no strength and I was angry with the world because it had kept on turning, while my beloved father lay dead. My other siblings were suffering much the same as I was, but we were not sharing our feelings. I wrote his eulogy and read it at his funeral, as neither my brother nor two sisters felt they could. It was important to us that he did not pass from this world without someone who knew and loved him, speaking for him. The times I remember with great fondness are Christmas days. This was the one day we all spent with Dad and enjoyed as family. Dad would give the parents money for presents for the children, and these would be distributed on the day. The next day at 4:30 a.m. he would cruise back to Minterby Opal Fields, where he had been living for the past few years. He and a group of friends were trying to locate a lucky vein or even just a nice-sized opal. The lifestyle in Minterby was better for his health. He said people in Port Augusta had gone mad, meaning everyone was drinking alcohol and not looking after themselves, and he did not want to be around them. I still am saddened by his death, but I want to provide a positive and happy view of Dad to the grandchildren who still miss him and to those who never knew him. My son was only 7 when Dad died, and my daughters were 14 and 15 years old. All the grandchildren were extremely close to their grandfather. I showed my eldest granddaughter, Lila May, his grave one day, and she was astonished. "Did I know him?" she asked. It was a bittersweet moment between myself and her mother, as our connection to Dad was strong, but this little girl, who was his blood, had missed out on that connection as she was born a year after he died. I have another granddaughter, Harmony, aged 2, so it seems doubly important to document our family history for them and future generations. I think Mum has felt the strain of being the only grandparent, as Dad did support her with the grandchildren and sometimes when we were experiencing problems. She is a member of the stolen generation and has never found her family. As her daughter, it hurts me to know she still suffers that pain. She and her stepbrother, Uncle Ramon, were recently reunited after almost 50 years apart. She remembers him as a small child coming to visit her on the station with her father. Grandfather had given Ramon an orange to give to Mum. Mum also remembers that when her father visited, the station owners would take her out of her calico clothing and Hessian underwear and dress her in a nice soft pink dress, which would be removed as soon as they left. All of these reasons make it important for me to want to leave behind some recorded history for the family.